Do you wish you could wear a fanny pack and use a flip phone? Do you find yourself having heart-to-hearts with strangers in the line behind you in Alex's? Do you know the Geneva gaming password by heart? Are you skilled with replacing batteries in incessantly beeping smoke detectors? Then being an RA might be right for you.
As an RA, you have an awesome opportunity to build relationships and do relational ministry with the people that are on your floor. You might be in a freshman res hall, or you might be in an upperclassman res hall. The opportunity is still there, and it's always great. The chance to walk alongside someone and aid them through maybe tough circumstances in their lives, to be a helping support to those who are around you. Being an RA is an awesome opportunity to do relational ministry.
An RA is a student leader on our campus here at Geneva College. As a student leader, you get to hold responsibility and care well for our whole community and be a part of making decisions and investing in all of the students around you.
Don't tell your professors this, but the real learning happens outside the classroom. So you can go ahead and rip out those pages, throw away the books, because as an RA, you're going to be facilitating the learning alongside your peers outside the class.
An RA is a point person who acts as a bridge between the student and the rest of campus. So whether that's between the library, health services, or calling in career, an RA helps students get the resources that they need.
An RA is a community builder. They enjoy hosting floor events to having serious conversations with their residents. They really just enjoy making this place home.
An RA needs to love Geneva. When you love this place and love its people, it will allow you to care for it so much better. And then you can seek out building community and seeing change and be committed to seeing this place grow.
Now let's get to hear from the fanny pack bearers themselves.
What I enjoyed most about being an RA is just being able to check in with my residents and get to know them. I really enjoy just knocking on their doors and seeing what they're up to.
I met so many different kinds of people, both in my residence hall and also in res life, that I don't think I would have met otherwise if I wasn't an RA, and they're people who I've been able to make a really meaningful and sweet connection with.
You pretty much get paid to talk to people, which is cool, and I talk to people anyways, so it works out really good.
I get to be on a team full of dudes, and we get to go around and help people get accustomed to living at college. We get to learn about them, we get to know them, and it's just really fun getting to know everyone and love everyone.
The most important thing for me is just a community. I feel like we get paid to make friends, which I think it's pretty awesome. I just love making friends. I love getting to know people, and I just enjoy just seeking people and just pursuing them in any way I can.
I really like the team dynamics that you step into, and just getting to know residents and communicating and loving them well.
The greatest things I learned from doing this is how to have confidence in the job while also learning how to rely on your team. That's one of the greatest parts, is if you're having trouble in something, you can always ask one of your teammates to help.
How to be way more intentional in building a relationship, friendship with somebody. Because before I kind of saw friendships as happy accidents, which they can be, but they can also be things that you intentionally pursue.
I learned how to be confident in myself. As an RA, you have to make a lot of healthy confrontations, and sometimes you can, get real nervous, like talking in front of a class full of people. Public speaking, only you have to go and talk to someone, and it's not going to be a nice conversation, but I learned how to have confidence in myself. That way I can go and approach that with a good attitude.
I've learned many things, but I think one thing that stands out is just how to truly be intentional. I've always heard the word, oh yeah, be intentional, but I've never actually understood what that word meant until becoming an RA. So I feel like just learning the true meaning of being intentional, not just oh yeah, I'm going to talk to this person, but actually seeking out that person and letting that person know that you're welcomed into their space, and they're welcome into my space as well. And just, I feel like that's what it truly means to be intentional. I didn't learn that until becoming an RA.
The biggest thing I've learned is just how to be a resource for people, just figuring out how to simple things like putting in work orders and how to do those things for residents, and be a help and a resource to them.
One of the parts they didn't tell me about the job was there's some paperwork. I know they mentioned that, but it's really only like 5% of the job, and it's not that bad. But it's some of the most unenjoyable 5%.
I think I came into it really excited to meet all of my residents and welcome them to Geneva and to Clark and be their friend and have fun. But these are also people with hardships and hurts and stories, and they're going to talk to you about that. And so it's not all sunshine and roses all the time.
I wish I knew better time management skills. That is something that would have helped me out a lot in this job. There's a lot of stuff to juggle with academics and being an RA and talking to your guys and stuff. But I've learned that along the way as well, and I just keep getting better at it.
One thing I wish I knew was how to prioritize my time more. Because as a college student, you have your social life, you have school at work, and you also want to work. So I feel I should have learned how to better prioritize my time to like, okay, yeah, I'm going to study, but I'm still going to seek out my residence, but I also want to have a social life. So I feel like I wish I learned how to balance that all before being an RA.
When I applied to be an RA, I think it's easy to think, yeah, we're gonna step into this leadership position and do a lot of things with residents and people on your floor, but there's also a really great team dynamic. So whenever you do things, you do them as a team. You learn together, you pray together, and you support each other. And that's just something I want people to know as they step into this role.
Now that you have the inside scoop, should you want to join the RA team, here's what you need to do. Log on to your My Geneva and click the student information and then the student life info page. On this page, you'll see a timeline of the RA hiring process with important dates and information for the process. To apply, you'll find a link to the RA application. As you complete this RA application, you'll be able to save and come back to it as many times as you need to before clicking submit. You will also find 2 links to 2 different reference forms that you will need to distribute to a current Geneva College faculty or staff member and your current RA. Be sure to complete these and send these links to those folks quickly so that you can have it submitted by the time that the application is due. Everything else you need to know is here as well, and should you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any Residence Life staff member. Submit everything by February 8th, and we will be following up with you regarding more details of the process in the days to come. We look forward to reading your application and getting to know you more. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Wildcat. Woo!